Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for November 11th to 18th, 2022. I'm coming to you from the road, so this is going to be a slightly shorter reading than usual. And with that, let's set our intention for this reading for this week. I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths with me. And I invite you to see a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, going down deep into the earth and grounding you in this present moment, like the trees that surround you wherever you are, grounding you and anchoring you and pulling you into the present moment. Knowing that these tree roots are not only grounding you, but they are a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children now and in the future, doing a reading for our highest and greatest good for the week of November 11th to 18th, 2022. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide that in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for our well-being and the well-being of anyone whose life we touch. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening now and in the future to be present and facilitate this exchange and ensure that it happens in the highest and best way possible for the highest and greatest good of all concerned, and that we cover all that is uppermost in our collective heart and mind at this time for our own personal good and the good of everyone in the window that we have together today. At this time, I'd like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, love, wisdom, healing, transformation, peace, and beauty. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming and for creating this sacred space across time and space, holding us all together in a sacred circle of light. Anything that doesn't match these frequencies is welcome to go now. And here we go. So I'm going to pull 2 cards this week, one for the overall energy and tone, and the other for how we need to proceed with this energy this week. What is it will serve us best? So I'm going to start with the first card. Creator, what is it that we most need to know this week? What is the energy set of this week? What is the tone so that we can be at our best, understanding and grasping the tone of this week for our good and the good of everyone we encounter and the good of this beautiful planet as well. Okay. The energy of the week. The moon, major arcana, a time of assimilation and integration. The moon is about the energy of sleep. It's the time of the day when we drop into the deep collective consciousness while our bodies rest and recover and heal and transform. And we integrate what we've learned from the day, and it changes us and transforms us. So it's a mental integration, mental, emotional, spiritual integration, as well as a physical integration that happens at the time of sleeping. So this week, this energy of integration is going to be very important. We need to take the time to give ourselves permission to just integrate everything that we've been experiencing, everything that we've been learning, everything that we've been going through. Humanity is changing. We are being transformed. We're going through different regions of space, different light, different energies are hitting the planet at this time. Even the magnetic frequency of the planet is shifting. There's a lot going on. And it's our opportunity to grow and change and integrate those changes and become those changes physically. So this idea of sleep this week is going to be really important. Taking time to do the resting that you need and really giving yourself permission to sleep. Not just rest, but sleep. Going into that deep place of rest and relaxation. And, it might be an opportunity for, if this is an area of challenge for you, to learn more about it. There's great insight about sleep at this time. There's information that's coming out about how we do need our 7 to 8 hours a night, and that's a non-negotiable. And how the impacts of caffeine and alcohol on sleep, and how we can make different choices to support ourselves. But this is big right now. This is what this card is indicating, is this aspect of ourselves is really something we need to look at, because that sleep phase of our daily experience is important to our evolution, because it's part of that aspect of ourselves transforming. The transformation happens when we sleep. You need to rest. You need to sleep to transform. So be very mindful about this piece this week. If you can, get a little bit more sleep than you usually can. It's the darker time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere here, so time to go inward, to rest, relax, recuperate, but also to integrate and to become whole. And that's what this card is all about. It's like connecting to all aspects of ourselves and integrating them, making friends with all aspects of ourselves. And we do that best, as I said, through the time of sleep. So that's the energy of this week, is about this energy of integration, of sleeping, and the evolution that comes from that sleeping. Okay, so Creator, what is our card to grow on? What is it that we need to do and be and know this week as we move forward into this energy of integration and renewal? What is it that we need to hold before us as we go forward from this reading this week for our good and the good of everyone who meets us and the good of this planet and our place on it and our contribution? So our card to grow on this week is the card of victory. So going forth with eager anticipation, knowing that we are here to be victorious, to succeed, to create amazingly. Let's just leave it at that. So this is a card of wands. Wands is about creative inspiration. It's about that passion that we all hold, that which lights our fire, our enthusiasm, our joy, our spark. And when we pursue that from an intentional and grounded and heartfelt place, we will be victorious. That is how it goes. That spark that you feel for whatever it is that inspires you, that enthusiasm, that life force, that thing that lights you up, is your path. It is what you're here and called to do. It's here. It's what you're meant to follow. It's where you're meant to contribute. That's your thing. And everything that you want is where that shiny thing is for you. And so that's how important it is for us to pay attention to our enthusiasm, to pay attention to that excitement, to pay attention to that warm, lovely, invigorating feeling, that joy for life, that zest for life. And when we give ourselves permission to move in that direction, we cannot help but be victorious, because that is life calling to us. That's life calling us towards everything that we want, everything that we are. We came as unique individuals with a unique programming, a unique set of talents and abilities and skills. And when we develop them, when we go in the direction of the yes in our hearts and become all those aspects, ultimately they always lead us on a journey to something more wonderful, where we are able to shine and contribute in meaningful and beautiful ways and shine our light brightly for not only our own good, but those closest to us and the larger circle of the human species and this planet, because we're not here separate from the planet. We're part of this planet. We're part of the life here. We're part of nature. And we're here to contribute, to add our piece to it, to co-create with life in beautiful ways. So this card is reassuring us that when we go in the direction of our yes, we will always be victorious. We will always succeed. There will be challenges, there may be setbacks, but ultimately it is all serving our greater expansion and growth and thrival. And so this week, we have this idea of integration, of sleep, of rest, of allowing ourselves to be deeply renewed and healed and transformed in that process, allowing ourselves through the process of sleep to connect with the collective consciousness where this transformation is also happening, and allowing that expansion of humanity and consciousness to grow. And so good rest is really, really important right now for our evolution individually and collectively. And not just rest, as I said, sleep, because that's when the body heals. The body heals, the mind integrates, the heart, the spirit all come together and everything becomes whole. And then our card to grow on this week is to continuously move in the direction of our passion, of our love, our enthusiasm, give our gifts, allow ourselves to develop our gifts, always moving in this direction, because we will ultimately always be victorious if we do. If we don't move towards our highest joy and our highest enthusiasm, we're going to find ourselves down the road wondering how we got there. How did this happen to me? How did I wind up so far from what's important to me and what's valuable and core to my consciousness? So that this week is how we need to move forward this week, is with intention of thriving and victory and enjoyment and all that good that comes with pursuing our heart and our purpose and path. And so with that, my friends, I wish you a very good week, and I will look forward to seeing you again next Friday. Creator, let's close this up with a little bit of intention setting. I ask that you be with us as we allow ourselves to sleep this week. It's been intense. There's been a lot going on, and it is very helpful for us in this process of the planetary transformation to just drop down into the sleep state and allow ourselves to be renewed and invigorated and revitalized by our dip into the collective consciousness, so that we all expand and grow and evolve in beautiful ways through our self-care, our getting of enough sleep. And help us also to always be mindful and aware and conscious and intentional about pursuing our enthusiasm and our joy and our passion, knowing that this is indeed our unique path here on the planet. That is our indicator, our compass. Our yes in every moment is our compass of where we need to be heading. I ask that you just be with us, help us to recognize this piece and to support us, give us little joyful signs that remind us and inspire us and encourage us to indeed turn towards our yes in every aspect of our lives, so that we can live more fully and thrive and share the beautiful gift of who we are with this beautiful planet and all life on it. Creator, I want to thank you for this opportunity to do this reading this week. I want to thank you for each and every individual who's here listening. Thank you for being part of this collective awakening on the planet and for holding your unique and beautiful light in wonderful ways. You can't get it wrong. You just have to remind yourself and come back to that enthusiasm. Keep coming back to that, and you will eventually follow and find your path forward. And if you have no clue what it is at all, because, well, you've just been doing what everybody else wants you to do, just take a nice deep breath. Know that your inner compass is there in your body. It's your preference in every moment. What is your yes? Pay attention to the yes. It could be in this moment, you'd rather eat a banana than an apple. That's your yes right now. It can be that small. And the more you move in the direction of that yes, the easier it gets, the louder it becomes, and it becomes more and more effortless, because that then starts to build momentum in the direction of all the good that you are and that you're here to create. It creates wonderful momentum. And with that, my friends, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday. Lots of love. Take good care. Bye for now.